Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, we're going to be continuing reading the entire Bible and the Action Bible. This one is called The End of an Era. This is based on Genesis chapter 48 through 50. So this is the pages we're looking at, starting over here. Alright, so let's go ahead and get to reading. Alright. For 17 years, Jacob and his sons lived happily in Egypt. Then one day, a messenger brings sad news to Joseph. "Sir, your father is very ill. He wants you and your sons to come right away." They hurried to Jacob's beside. "Bring your sons to me so I can bless them before I die. May God, who has guided me all my life, bless my grandsons." Because of the wickedness of his older sons, Jacob gives the family birthright to Joseph and his sons. Remembering how he was the youngest, Jacob crosses his arms when he realizes, or when he blesses Manasseh and Ephraim. This gives the larger share of the birthright to the younger Ephraim. So he is given. So before Jacob dies, he gives his blessings to Joseph's sons. Just like how, if you remember, with what was Esau? Esau was supposed to get the birthright, and it actually ended up going to his younger brother because, remember, he tricked him into giving up his birthright, and also just, tricked him by putting fur on his arms and, things like that as well. That way he would think, that way Isaac would think he was, Esau, and really he wasn't. And that's what, how he tricked him into getting his birthright. But so they were giving, they give birthrights in that same way. He was giving birthrights to Joseph's son, both of them. Then Jacob calls all of his sons to him and blesses them. Jacob dies, and his sons carry the old chieftain's body back to his homeland Canaan. After Jacob's funeral, Joseph walks away from the camp alone. His brothers watch him in his grief. Even after all these years, Joseph was closest with our father, and we have no way to comfort him. "Joseph, you are the head of our tribe now. We will be your slaves if you wish." No, you did evil, but God used it for good." So, because, they knew they had done him wrong and things, they put their services to him, even though he was his youngest brother, they said we'd even be your slaves. But Joseph, being the good man that he was, and, we should all strive to be the best person we can. But, he could have been like, yeah, you still could have sought vengeance for him, but he didn't. He figured out that even though, it was evil and it was bad, it turned into something magnificent. So God can turn any bad situation into a good one, as long as you keep your faith and your trust in him. For years, the sons of Jacob lived happily in Egypt. God has been good to us more than we deserve. As long as I live, I'll thank God and seek his forgiveness. When Joseph is very old, he calls his relatives to see him. "God will bring you out of this land, to the land he gave to Abraham, to Isaac, and to Jacob. When you return, take my body with you. I want to be buried in the land of my fathers." Soon after this, Joseph dies. All of the Egypt mourns Joseph's death, but as new rulers come to the throne, they forget how Joseph and his God saved Egypt. They only notice how large the tribe of Hebrews has become. So after Joseph dies, it was a big thing, because, what Joseph had done for him, with, God and all that. But as, more rulers come in, as years go past, they forget that, they forget his name, they forget who he was and what he had done. And next story, I believe, yes, so next one, I'm not going to say who it is, but this is going to be a good, it's going to get into another man's story, which had done great things and is one of the most memorable men in the entire Bible. So we will catch that probably either tomorrow or Thursday. So hope you guys learned something new. Hope you enjoyed Joseph's story. Joseph honestly is one of the coolest people in the Bible. But he's also one of the men that for his whole life. I mean, I'm sure he made mistakes, as we all do because we're only human. But he always had his faith in God. He always trusted God through it all, and he never gave up on trusting in Him or anything. And good things came through Joseph's life, and he had a very good life, and he was very blessed here, and I'm sure he was very blessed in heaven as well. And he was able to help his brothers and teach them to do the same. So thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you guys will catch you guys later. As always, take it easy. Peace out.